up a walk around the neighborhood, feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Hey SL, I'm Nicola.
And I'm Mitchell. We're your anchors for today's newscast.
The yearbook staff will be holding a drawing to give away 2 free yearbooks to students. All you have to do to enter is submit 10 photos of yourself from this school year that are able to be used in the yearbook. The photos could be of you hanging out with friends, doing your favorite activity, working on a school project, going on vacation, or anything else that's school appropriate that you would like to see in the yearbook.
You can submit these photos to Mrs. Buersdorf or seniors Kayla Lambert, Brenna Tarleton, or Kylie Tarleton. The second drawing will be February 15th. All photos must be submitted by February 12th. Senior Cora DeWire won the first drawing and gifted hers to a student in need. Good job, Cora.
Applications for the biliteracy test can be picked up in Student Services or Miss Weston's room B145. Applications are due February 5th to Student Services. If you have any questions, contact Miss Weston.
Now we take it to Kate with the sports.
Thanks, Mitch. Lucky enough for Southline athletes, winter sports are continuing to practice again. Although no games are coming up for basketball or hockey, they are still working hard and preparing for a possible season. With potential competitions nearing for pom and cheer, they are drilling their routines to get the best outcome with such limited time. Way to stay positive, Lions. Now, let's take it back to Nick and Mitch.
The Lions Were a Newspaper January issue came out last week. See Miss Kane or a newspaper staff member if you would like a copy.
You can also go to lionlife.org to see more articles. Follow them at Twitter at SLHS_newspaper as well.
Now to Julian with the weather.
Thank you, Nicola. It's Julian with the weather this week. Today it's 19 degrees outside with a high of 30 and a low of 15. Before we take a look at next week's forecast, I got a joke for you guys. What did the left eye say to the right eye? Did you get the answer? What did the left eye say to the right eye? Between you and me, something smells. I know, it's a funny joke. Now let's take it to Mitch and Nicola with more news. Senior video needs baby pictures and any pictures or videos from elementary school till now. Contact Joey Ripley or Ella Ranella if you have any questions. Follow on Twitter at the handles below.
If you've missed any of the Behind the Wire podcasts, you can listen to the first 4 on Spotify or Anchor. Each features SL students and staff discussing a variety of topics.
This past Sunday, Miss Marco celebrated her birthday, and Mr. O'Dowd's birthday is Saturday, February 6th. Happy birthday.
2020 was crazy, but 2021 is full of possibilities. Let's hear what our teachers thought was challenging about 2020 and what they're looking forward to in 2021.
Okay. I would argue that one thing that's been challenging in the classroom is the inability to form relationships with students. Most people don't turn their cameras on, so don't really have that face-to-face interaction. Obviously, that takes a huge, my favorite part about the job away. What about you?
I was going to say the same thing, forming relationships, just don't get to talk with kids, and even when kids in class are here, they're just kind of intimidated and don't necessarily want to talk. I'm looking forward to having a school therapy dog, though, the second semester.
There you go. I'll second that one. Definitely looking forward to that, having Oakley around all the time. But also, I would say looking forward to hopefully a little more consistency with our schedules and like what we're doing now that we've got a semester under our belt. Hopefully a little bit more comfortability with whatever format we're in.
One of the most challenging things at the beginning of the year and even now is trying to interact with my students and trying to get them speaking Spanish as much as possible. It's hard to do through a computer, but second semester I'm really looking forward to seeing more students in person like I did today, getting to speak with them in Spanish, see their smiling faces even behind a mask, and really getting to know my students even better.
Something that has been really challenging this year is feeling like I don't really know my students very well. Getting to know people through a camera, especially when they're only a little black screen, makes forming those teacher-student relationships really hard. Something I am looking forward to, though, is the change in Wednesday schedule. I think it'll be really, really nice to have support time for students and perhaps opportunities for kids to connect with their teachers.
All right, something that has been really challenging for me this school year is not being able to interact with students like in my classroom. I'm I like to think dynamic person, and I am much better when I have people to like bounce feelings and ideas off of in class. So talking to a computer screen has been really difficult for me, and I am super excited to see you guys back second semester in class where we can start to form a better relationship.
I think one of the big struggles first semester was just not having that regular rhythm that we're normally in and being able to check in with people and having a better handle on who's where and what people need. So I'm looking forward to second semester having more people in the building, and so we can keep building those connections and meeting people wherever they're at with their reading and their writing needs.
All right, hey, biggest challenge this year is probably figuring out how to encourage students to turn those cameras on, and also figure out how to take attendance when students don't have their cameras on. Biggest positive is everything else, especially being able to see staff and students in school.
Hey everyone, something that's been, I guess, difficult or different about 2020, obviously much less interaction with students, which I don't like. On a good note, I guess you could say there's been less disciplinary referrals and things of that nature, but part of the job that I do enjoy is working with the kids and talking to them, and I have not had a great opportunity to do that, so that's been disappointing. Something I'm looking forward to, obviously now that we're back to 50%, having kids around the building again, I think that's a positive, and it's just great to see everybody and kind of get back to normal a little bit. See ya.
So the biggest challenge I think for me this year is really not being able to see students like we do on a normal basis. That's a big part of why I like being a high school principal is working with high school students, and that's been tough. So I am really looking forward. I was obviously looking forward to being back at 50%, but really looking forward to us getting back to 100% as soon as we can.
Before we dip, this has been your TV2 Tuesday News. Signing off, see you next week.